In the previous lecture, we saw the possibility, and in my opinion, the probability of a tremendous deception in history of how Roman Catholicism and the Jesuit order managed to disappear underground in terms of its political capacity, and then to resurface later as though nothing had happened in between. But of course, the entire stage for the final conflict on this planet was set during that period. So it was a major, major move and a brilliant strategy on their part. Now, one thing is to set up the infrastructure. But if you want to win against Jesus Christ, if you want to defeat Jesus Christ, as is their aim, then the only way you can do it with God, because God is invincible, is to cause great pain to him by depriving him of his children. There's nothing that pains the heart of God more than to see a deception which alienates his children from him. It's a very, very subtle and deliberate process. Now, the Bible says that in this great conflict that we will have, eventually all of mankind will wander after the beast. But that word wander is written with an O and not with an A. Wander after the beast implies cognition. In other words, this war is not so much a physical war, which it also is, as it is a battle for the mind. Because it is in the mind where the decision is made whether you belong to Jesus Christ or whether you belong to another force. That's where the battle takes place. In the process, you may die. In the process, you may end up on the stake. In the process, many things can happen. Nations can rise, nations can fall, wars can come. All of these things can happen. But do not fear those who can destroy the body. You must rather fear the one who can destroy the entire human being, body, soul, spirit, in the final conflict or in the final judgment that will take place. And the devil wants mankind to be destroyed. And the only way that he can achieve it is by changing their mindset. So this has always been a battle for the mind. And we learned in the last lecture that the Jesuit order created all the school systems, which eventually became the school systems of the entire world. And they introduced learning against learning, where the two mindsets could clash. On the one hand, you had the Protestant mindset, which said that the Bible is the standard of all righteousness and should be the basis of all schooling. And on the other hand, you had Gnosticism. Man is the center of everything, and man is the one who has to be exalted to the level of deity. So that is emulating the voice of the serpent in the Garden of Eden.